Alright, hello everyone, welcome today. Today I'm going to be talking about 15 logical reasons why to believe in the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So here we go, let's begin. Many people will tell you what, based on human logic, the resurrection doesn't make any sense. It's totally absurd, the resurrection, from the typical human point of view. The first thing we need to remember is that human logic is not omnipotence or omniscience. It's not all-knowing. Human logic has limitations. We think we know, but we don't. Many scientists will tell you today there are many aspects of the universe that still baffles the human mind. So we are not omnipotent, we are not omniscient, we are not all-knowing. So we don't know everything. God makes it very clear that His ways are not our ways, nor are His thoughts our thoughts. And God definitely say that. Here's the scriptures to back it up. Isaiah 58 verses 8 to 9. No matter what translation you have, the core meaning is the same. God is at a higher level than human beings. And here's the facts, people. When God comes to speak to us, He's coming down a big notch to speak to a human being. God let us know that He's able to talk to the stars. He's able to talk to the animals. He's able to talk to all of His creation. So when God talks to His creation, He is stepping down a number of levels to get on that particular living creature's brain wave or brain pattern. So let's go more. What is illogical to think that man is the center of the universe? The truth is that Christianity is far more logical than many people give it credit for. Certainly more logical than atheism or agnosticism. So those holy wars or all those fanatics who was talking about the Bible, the Salem witch hunt, forget about all of them, because they was not reading the Bible in its totality. They was taking things to an extreme level. So ignore those type of people. But because the Bible, from my reading, and I read it many times in my years of existence, is an extremely logical, living book. So let's delve into the logical reasons why one should believe not just the resurrection of Jesus, but the resurrection of the future children of God. So, here we go. Number one, there was an empty tomb. The founders of the faith are buried in tombs or had their ashes sprinkled over foreign lands. Not Jesus, Buddha. You probably can find his gravesite. Muhammad. You can locate him. Many of the other religious leaders, even of those sects, like David Koresh, Jim Jones, etc., you can find where they was buried. And a guy from Heaven Gate, Mr. Applegate, was claiming that he was Jesus. But you can find where he's buried at, and I'm sure he's still lying there. Jesus, his tomb was empty. Modern scholars and directors can claim what they want on their cable specials. The truth is that the tomb was empty, people. Number two, the tomb had a Roman seal. Not the seal from Jiffy Lube, not the seal from Pep Boys, not the seal from McDonald's. It had an official governmental seal, like the United States. And people do not play around with that government seal. It's official. It has a lot of power and ring. Clay was fixed to a rope stretched across a rock and to the tomb itself. The Roman seal was pressed into the clay. Break the seal, you break the law. So if anyone went into Jesus' tomb from the outside in, you was broken Roman law. And you know, if you know anything about Roman history, they did not play with criminals. They did not say we're going to put you away for 15 years. No, you break that seal, you may be in a lion's den tomorrow. You may be hanging on that cross. Break the seal, you break the law. Break the law, like I just now said, you will die for breaking Roman law. No joke then. You break the USA law, okay, you live to tell your tale another day. Not with those Romans. Break their law, you gone. Number 3, the tomb had a Roman guard stationed there. So here we see a professional, elite level soldier. Not your hired gun, not your Walmart security guard, not your local public building security guard. No, you had a professional soldier stationed at his tomb. And I believe it was several of them, not just one. One take a nap, the other 2 watch. The next one take a nap, 2 more watch. So they took Jesus' death serious. The guard was at least four, I said 3, but it was 4 men, possibly more, of the highly trained soldiers. These soldiers were experts in torture and in combat. Like I said, they was highly trained. Not easily frightened off by a band of fishermen and tax collectors, which Jesus' disciples were, and that doctor. I think Luke was a doctor. Had they fallen asleep or left their post, they would have violated the law, resulting in their execution. So if those 4 professional soldiers had fallen asleep, they would have been executed. So you see right then and there, Jesus' death was serious. Most people didn't have no Roman guards stationed at the tomb. They just hung you on the cross and threw you in that tomb or threw you to the dogs, whatever. Jesus was special because he told them he's going to rise again. So the religious leader begged the Romans to have them guards there. So we already see serious business with Jesus and his tomb. Number 4, the tomb had a stone in front of it. Most scholars put the weight of the stone at about 2 tons. Woo! That's 4,000 pounds. And no one person or 2 or 3 going to be moving 4,000 pounds. Probably, here we go, probably at least 7 or 8 feet high. That's tall. This was definitely a team lift or a team roll. Not movable by just, like I said, not movable by just 1 or 2 men. And remember, my good people, in that Bible, when Jesus got crucified, his followers spread all over the place. They just ran like frightened hens. They ran like frightened insects. They was not, if Peter denied him 3 times, cursing, do you think Peter gonna have the toughness to go to that tomb, fight the Roman guards, and move that 4-ton stone? And remember, Peter was Jesus' right-hand man. If Jesus ran away, what do you think them other people did? All right, let's go on. There was post-resurrection appearances to hundreds. Yes, I believe in that Bible. Jesus appeared to 500 people. You cannot fake no death or a reappearance like that to appear before 500. Men, women, children, young men, old men. He appeared to everybody. Jew, Israelite, Hebrew, heathen, Samaritan. He appeared to them all. And over a span of 6 weeks, I think it was 40 days he stayed here, 41 days, something like that. Over a period of 6 weeks, he appeared to a variety of groups of various sizes and different locations. He appeared to over 500 at one point, a huge number to be an outright fabrication. So you could not daydream it. It was not no mass illusion. 500 people are not going to have no mass illusion or no math. You cannot hypnotize no 500 people. Not to mention the people whom he appeared to didn't just see him, but ate with him, walked with him, touched him. Jesus even made breakfast at one point. And remember, in the Bible, it showed the people touched him, ate with him, talked with him, laughed with him. He just wasn't a ghost walking around for people to see. No, he interacted with the people. Number 6, martyrdom of witness offers proof. Will people leave their business, careers, homes, and families, go to the ends of the earth, die horrible, gruesome, and painful deaths, and forsake their previous religious belief about salvation, all to protect the lie? There we go. Would those people die for a lie? Not really. You're going to die for something that changed your life. And remember, my good people, if you study those Gospels, the apostles, they ran away in fear. What did they see to bring them back together where they was willing to die? And that's why I'm a Christian. Those apostles, they was acting like normal people. When the leader died, which we see many times, people run away with their tails tucked between their legs. Those men saw something to change them around, to bring them back together. And not just bring them together, they was willing to die for the cause. They had to have seen something, and it could not have been no pass for the friendly ghost. Not one of them, while being beheaded, fed to lions, boiled in oil, crucified upside down, or burnt alive, changed their story. No matter how they died, they did not change their story. They died believing in the resurrection of Christ. Instead, they sang hymns of trust and praise, knowing that the Lord who defeated death would rise them up too. So they was believing in the resurrection, that they will be raised from the dead. So they said, I would take it all. Jesus died a horrible death, so I don't mind dying a horrible death either. He was resurrected. They believe that they will be resurrected. There is still a church. If the resurrection were a lie, it would have died centuries ago. The Christian church is the largest institution of any kind in the history of humanity. This church began with the apostles following Pentecost, the year Christ rose. It has conquered empires, withstood attacks inside and out, and grown in spite of the sinfulness of its members, because it was founded by Christ himself and is guided and protected by the Holy Spirit. The church, like Christ, is both human and divine. 8. Jesus prophesied that it was going to happen. And that's so bad, my people. When we know we're going to die, most human beings are on their knees crying, and begging. I remember an incident in the Old Testament when a prophet went up to the king and told the king, get your house in order because you soon will pass away. That king, he was so afraid, he got